Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to actually hold the sword with a Thibault grip. Thibault's grip is really easy to get wrong, and it will cause a lot of weird interactions, especially if you have a heap of baggage from other fencing systems. A common misinterpretation, or the first pass interpretation, will be something along these lines. The finger going over the top, like this, the thumb going here, but going across like this. What that means is that this pad and all this meat here in your hand ends up on top of the side of the sword, and you end up with something like this. So it ends up like a cracked out guard position like that, which is actually kind of this, but with your finger on the other side. And you end up having a death grip it weird, and it keeps wanting to go through this space. It's really easy to fuck up. You actually want, lay this flat, lay everything over the top, and have that meat from here wrapping around the side of it, and then the fingers are long and dainty underneath it. Now, because I'm overthinking it, I've put it in the wrong spot, too far up the handle. Another common mess with this is getting the quillion into this gap here too much. It's actually a very long and dainty hand position. If you look at the drawings, you can see how this part of the hand, when the sword is horizontal, is much higher. Where if you start rotating around, you end up with this part of the hand higher. And you end up with a weird gap in here that really should be a bit further round, and the gap becomes through here. This allows you to hold it out dainty. It allows you to apply any pressure you want with some flop if you want. It means that as you are subjecting and you're straightening this out and you're getting this hand position, as you straighten, it's not this straighten where, looking over my arm, this is occurring. It's this where the sword's trying to balance on this point, but of course you're not holding it there, so it starts lifting up, and there is a certain upwards pressure to it. It should be coming into your wrist and over the top, so that you can hold your arm out like this for your attacks, and your elbow ends up facing that way. Well, this means that as you rotate, you can come to this kind of faux first position very comfortably. And here happens really comfortably. So you can rotate and track where their blade is, and tracking where you want your quillion in a really kind and ergonomic way. Where as you start choking this up, these start becoming detached emotionally, and you're not utilizing them to the same capacity. Here gets painful, and it's a bad day. This isn't an attack on anyone else's idea on how it goes. I just do this enough and compete with this grip enough that I've done what I've seen a lot of the other videos show. And everyone doing that is doing fine, you're doing great. I'm really excited to see what else you develop. They made the same mistakes, and I don't want people to make the same mistakes if they can. On the shoulders of giants, right? Sick.